Alright, you guys, let's get right into this video. Yeah, my eyebrows look super crazy, but I will explain that in a little bit. I have this new palette that I want to try out, and it's perfect for the look I want to do today because I will tell you guys in a little bit what I am inspired by with today's look, but is this ColourPop, the Aura, I don't know how to say it, but, and Out is so pretty. It has like these green colors, blue, yellow. It is so pretty. So, I did have a Valentine's Day look inspired. I know most of you guys, if you guys follow me on my Instagram or Snapchat, you guys saw it. It was this Valentine's Day one. It came out so pretty, and I was so upset because my camera kept messing up, and my phone footage just wasn't like good, and it was just a mess. I was like, it's not worth uploading. It might as well just record a new one and upload good quality. So, anyways, I was looking at Bad Bunny and Rosalia's new music video, and oh my god, I was looking at that video and I just got inspired. I was like, I had a different video plan, but I was like, no, I am going to do something, my eyeshadow, like just inspired by this. Like, just look at this row, like amazing. I never do this color, so I was like, it's perfect. And then her brows, like, oh my god, come on you guys, that's why, you know, the dark brow. So we are gonna be inspired by this music video. So now that you guys know, let's get right into it. See if it's gonna better my makeup or what. Should I move this? I might look crazy. Yeah, there we go. Sorry guys, my hair is a mess. I showered and I just let it, you know, my natural curly hair. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of foundation in my eyes. So as I was saying, I originally had planned this Valentine's Day one. I had it recorded. It came out so perfect. So usually when I do makeup videos, it doesn't come out as I want them to. And this one came out so amazing, but I was having trouble with my camera and my phone. But I am going to use the James Charles palette and the new one I got, because this one does have a lighter green, but I want to do a mixture of a light green and dark green. And I had people ask me questions, and most of the, not most, but I did get a couple of questions of people asking me to give my birth story. I do have 3 kids, so you guys didn't say which one, but they're all pretty different. I guess with Caleb, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with this one. What is this called? Put that all over my lid. So I feel like the easiest birth I had, and surprisingly it was my first one, but I don't know if this is too much TMI, but he was the first one I ripped with, and my biggest baby. But he was the easiest one. I went in there in the night with contractions. They kept me like at 6. Yeah, they kept me there. I went pretty late at night, like 11. And they kept me there until 6 in the morning. They woke me up and they had to induce my labor. I wasn't really, where you remember, like struggling for hours trying to push. And as soon as they came, I had him. And like, I only pushed 3 times and I had him. So it was like, for my first baby, I don't think it was that bad. Like, he was a really good, quiet baby also. He slept through the night, and it was a really, really quick labor. And, oh, that's kind of pretty. Let's see, let's go in with this one. Let's see what happens. I feel like I'm gonna switch it up. Okay, Noah, he was a little bit more different. We did go into a hospital, and they were like, oh yeah, you're not gonna have him until, when they had me like connected and everything, like ready to go, and they're like, you're probably not gonna have him, the way your contractions are going, into another probably another 3 to 4 hours. I'm gonna drag this a little bit out. So I was like, me and Sam were just chilling. Like, we had Caleb with us because at that time my mom did not make it in time, and we had no babysitter or nothing. And I'm surprised they actually let him in. They were like, oh yeah, by the time when your birth comes, we'll have a nurse and we'll bring him out with her, and he'll come right back in once you have him. So we were like, oh, okay, perfect, you know. And we were just like there, and then my contractions started getting really, really bad. And I remember I called the nurse because they kept telling me at first, they were like, oh, if you want to do the epidural, it's fine. The second one, the pains are always stronger. They're like their second baby, always stronger. Because at first I would say like, no, no, no. Like I had this first baby, no epidural, nothing. Like I'm good. I was trying to tough it out. Like last for like a couple of like probably an hour max. And my pain started getting really, really strong, and I just couldn't. And I just kept thinking in my mind like, these people just told me I'm gonna have to wait at least another 3 to 4 hours to have this baby. Like, he is not coming soon. So I was like, no, I cannot. So I called them and I was like, hey, I think I am gonna get the epidural. If you guys want to go ahead and come down. But then by the time I called, they were like, oh well, the guy's actually in another room with another patient, and so you're gonna have to wait a little bit. These do take a while. And I remember it took them 30 minutes, so I had to wait another 30 minutes. I was so frustrated and like upset, like why didn't I call earlier? Like it was just a mess. So he finally comes in, and I'm really starting to get really bad contractions at that point, where like my back is hurting and like everything, like my whole body, like I just couldn't move. And then the guy comes in, he sits me up, and he's like, okay, you're gonna tell me when you have contractions, and while you're having one, after, we're gonna sit that time, and we're gonna like, he's gonna aprovechar, I don't know how to say it in English, he's gonna take advantage. And he's gonna put the needle in my back when I'm like the time in between a contraction, like when I'm okay. And by that time, my time in the middle wasn't that much. Like I would have a contraction, and like probably 5 seconds later I would have another one. So I'm like, okay, this is probably gonna be really quick. So I have a contraction, like a really, really strong one. They did last a while. And I tell him like, okay, like I'm done with this, like it's done. So he goes, and as soon as he's like putting the needle in, I feel it, and I just want to move, and I'm like sitting down. It was so bad. Like it was the worst pain, I guess, because I was going through a contraction and then that pain like in my back. So that was over with, and they're waiting. The nurse is waiting, and she's like asking me like, okay, can you still feel that contraction? Can you still feel this one? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, okay, well, it is gonna take a little bit of time for the anesthesia or whatever it is to kick in. So I was like, okay, that's fine. And like I was kind of relieved, like, oh, I'm not gonna feel the pain. Like I just like, oh well, like this hurts too much. All right, so I'm gonna go in with this one now, the darker green, and I'm gonna like outline it a little bit, make like a little bit of a wing. So she's sitting there, and I'm like, well, she's asking me like, hey, can you feel this contraction? I look at her, and I'm like I feel like I have to use the restroom. And then she's like, yeah, that's normal, those are contractions, like it's okay. And I'm like, no, I feel like I need to use the restroom now. Like I feel like if I push right now, this baby's gonna come out. So she looks at me, and she's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yes. She's like, can you hold it in at least a little bit longer? And I look at her, and I'm like, no, I'm about to, like right now, like I can't hold it, like and I start pushing. She's like, oh no, no, like wait. So she's like rushing, trying to call the doctor, and she's like, okay, let me look at you and see if you're like how much you've like centimeters have dilated. So she looks, she's like, oh, okay, like no, I can feel the baby, like we're about to pop your water and break your water, and you're gonna have to have this baby right now, because like you're having this baby now. And I remember she looks at Sammy, and Sammy's just like sitting down in the couch, because they had told us like it was gonna be a while, so he didn't know really like, oh, we were about to have this baby, because of how everything, like how sudden it happened. So the nurse looks at him, and she's like, we're having this baby right now. So poor Sammy, he's just like, what? Like he gets up, like what like, are you serious right now? So he gets up, and Caleb is still in the room. That's how everything, like we didn't even have time to bring in a nurse. Everything was so rushed, like it was just crazy. And so yeah, the doctor comes in, and again, this is like so weird. In 2-3 pushes, I had him. Like it was so quick. I didn't rip with him. He was 7 pounds, I believe, and it was really, really quick. He was I remember I was so hungry, and I was so exhausted, like with everything, and I was breastfeeding him and I was eating a sandwich. I remember me and Sam were laughing because you would look down at him while he was breastfeeding and little crumbs of bread were falling on his little head. I was just so exhausted, like, and like it was just so surprising, like, wow, like this really just happened. And we were there. I'm surprised because they were like, oh, usually they keep you for 2 to 3 days, and they're like, this is not your first experience with a baby. So the guy was nice enough to let us go home a day before I was supposed to actually check out. So yeah, that's my story with Noah. And with Miss Malia, hers was a little bit different and crazy and just something else. Like I was not expecting like the birth to go like that. It was a complete roller coaster. I was supposed to get induced. I had my date already set to get induced the week after. The week coming up, I had it like that before I had her. And I was already having contractions. It was a Saturday. It was July 11th. And yeah, July 11th. And I was having really bad contractions. And I remember Sammy was just like, no, just wait it out. Like, you already have your day. And like, who's gonna take care of the kids? My mom, again, she wasn't gonna be here until the day before I was supposed to go to the hospital and get induced. She was the one that was gonna stay with the kids. So I was like, let's just wait it out. Oh, that's coming out so pretty. Yeah. Oh wow. So we're just gonna blend. I'm blending a little bit of the light green into the dark green right there. Alright. And well, oh yeah, I was getting contractions. I was like, no, just wait it out. They're probably just false contractions. Like, they're just gonna send you back home. I had my hair red back then, so it was fading like really bad, like orangey, and I was like, no, I wanted to dye my hair. So I was supposed to go to Sally's that day and buy hair dye. And I remember it was like, no, just don't go, like, just stay home and rest. Like, there's no need for you if you have I feel like he wasn't really believing me because he's like, oh, if you really had bad contractions, like, you wouldn't want to go out. But I was like, no, for me, that's a distraction from the contractions. So I got ready. I did my hair. I got like I did like a really extra makeup, and I had my hair done. And I remember at the point, like, I was literally about to leave, and I just look at him like, I can't, like, I can't just like go. These pains are getting really really bad. I'm like, I have to go to the hospital. I was like, I'm just gonna go and tell them like to check me out and see if I'm dilated or it's just a false alarm. I was like, they'll probably tell me it's a false alarm and I'll come right back home. But then he's like, who's gonna stay with the kids? Like, I can't drive you over there. I don't know why, but I was like, I'll just drive. I'll drive myself. Like, it's okay. So I drove myself over there. I was getting really bad contractions. I don't even know why I drove myself to the hospital. And so I go and they take me in to see the doctor, and she checks me out, and she's like, well, you're 6 centimeters dilated. She's like, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep you in. I don't know why they switched me doctors, but it was her last shift because she was there the whole night before. So she gave me off to another doctor, and she leaves, and they go ahead and admit me, and I'm just like, wait, this was just supposed to be like a checkup, you know, for me to get checked out and be like, oh no, you're fine, go home, we'll see you on the day you're gonna get induced. But no, they go ahead, bring me into the little room. They're getting everything ready. You see the little bed, you know, they're gonna put the baby in, and everything's just like, what the hell? And Sam is just like, what? They kept you? Like, he was so confused. He was just, everything happened so quick. And I'm texting him, I'm texting my mom, like, hey, they're keeping me in. My mom's like, what is going on? Like, you don't think you can wait it out? Like, why are they keeping you? And it was just a lot. I was just like, I was still like in shock. Like, this is happening today. Like, I was not ready for this. So they're bringing nurses in. They're doing me the COVID test. I'm having to wear a mask. And like, at that point, my contractions were starting to get really bad on their own. So I'm trying to blend this out. So they do all that. They bring my negative COVID test back. They're like, hey, you can take off your mask. Like, you're just gonna chill out for a little bit. Like, you're probably gonna have this baby pretty soon, in a couple of hours. The same thing with Noah. And it's weird because I had the same nurse that I had with Noah, like the same one. So they're like, oh no, you're gonna be fine. Like, it's not gonna be quick or anything. So I'm waiting. And I started to feel my contractions like get really, really bad. And at that point, I was about to give up also. I was like, no, I would not want to do another epidural because my back did hurt really, really bad with Noah after. So I was like, no, I'm not going to do another epidural. Like, no, I'll just tough it out. Like, no, I got this. But then they started getting really bad, like really quick. I was like, this has never happened like with both of the kids. Like, usually I only get pains right before I'm about to have them. So I'm like, I call a nurse, and as soon as I was gonna call her, I was like, I have the urge, like, I need to go use the restroom. I'm like, I really have to push. And she's like, okay, I'm just gonna check you. She's like, I doubt you're gonna have this baby right now. She's like, but I'm just gonna check you before I alarm the nurse. I mean, your doctor, and she comes in here. So she checks me. She's like, all right, sorry, you guys, my camera cut off. But let me go ahead and zoom you guys back in. There we go, how I was. Okay, so like I was saying, the nurse, she's right in front of me, and I'm like, I have to push, and they're like, no, hold it, like, just try to hold it. The nurse, like, the doctor's trying to put her things on, and I'm like, no, I have to push. And then the nurse was like, just push. So I pushed, and then, like, I swear, the first push, she came out, like, she was just out already. And the nurse, like, she was able to, like, move, and the doctor was able to catch her. But they had like, I don't know what happened, but she stopped her halfway out, and they did have to move her. So like I felt her whole body like inside of me like move, and then she had me push again, and she fully came out. And I remember like I had just hung up with my mom like 10 minutes ago, and I was like, yeah, like try to get my cousin to come, we'll stay with the kids. Like I'm gonna have this baby in a couple of hours, like just see if she can make it. And then I call her back, and she's expecting me to like still be, you know, in pain, and I'm like breastfeeding the baby, and my mom's with like my family and stuff from New Mexico, and they're all like just looking like surprised, like she had the baby, like. And I text him, and he was confused. He's like, what? And I'm like FaceTiming him. Everything was like so quick, even though it was lonely because I was by myself. It was just like a crazy experience, and the nurses were so nice to me. They were very comforting, I guess. They kept asking me like, oh, you sure you don't have family that can come? Like, you're all by yourself? I'm like, no, my husband. I repeated my story like 50 times, like, because there was different nurses coming in, and they were all asking me like, oh, do you not have like your husband? He's not gonna come. And I'm like, no, we have kids, like nobody can come. But they were very nice, and everything with Malia, it was just crazy. But she was one of my babies that did not sleep at night. Like, she just did not. I struggled with her. I wasn't already getting enough breast milk, and it happened with me with Noah too, so I was afraid it was gonna happen with her. And I was just like having very, very little, so I know she was getting very frustrated, and I did kind of struggle with that in the hospital. And because I remember I would talk to nurses, and I'll be like, she's getting frustrated because I'm not producing enough milk. Like, I've had this problem happen where like again, a little bit too, my breast did damage a lot with Noah because they were kind of forcing me to breastfeed him, even though I was telling them that no, and that caused for me to like get really stressed out, and I just completely like dried out. Like, I have no milk, so I wasn't able to breastfeed him for that much. So I was scared it was gonna happen with her, and I was telling them, they're like, no, babies do that. They overfeed, and then you think they're still hungry, but it's just they're like, they don't know where to stop. So you have to just like know that every time they cry, it's not because they're hungry. Like, if you fed them already, it's fine. But then like I just know it's like that mother intuition. Like, you know your baby's not getting any food. Like, you know there's not enough for them to overfeed from. So I remember I told this one nurse, and they kind of ignored it. They kind of kept telling me, like, forcing me to breastfeed. Like, oh, like they kept giving me all these tips and kind of making me like feel like, no, you're just thinking she's hungry, but she's not. So at that point I was like, okay, then they're probably right. Like I'm probably am over breastfeeding. So I waited until another nurse came, and I told her what was happening, and she was like, well, I can't. You can manually pump. They're like she brought me a cup. Like I don't know if you guys ever seen like those kids medicines. They come with the little cups. They're like very tiny. She brought me one of those, and she goes, just try to fill up as much as you can, and we'll get you a syringe, and you're gonna fill it up and feed her like that. They're like, cause if that's easier for you. So I was like, yeah, like I've never heard of that, but if that's gonna help my crying baby, because she wouldn't stop crying because of like she was so hungry. You could tell she was not getting breastfed, and so she leaves and she brings me the little cup, and I'm manually pumping, and I'm not even joking. Let's see. Let's say this is the cup, like right here. I didn't even fill up to here. It would from both of my breasts. Like I was getting nothing out. I was exhausted. I spent like a whole hour just bent over, like pumping my own breasts, like trying to get milk out. And I was not getting anything. So at that point I'm getting very frustrated. Like I know like this is my proof like that this is not Alright, you guys, I'm sorry, my camera, I have no idea what happened, but as I was saying, I don't know if I said this, I don't remember what I was saying, but, as I was saying, oh yeah, like, I was only able to pump a little bit, so I kept telling them, like, I'm not even joking, I probably told every nurse I had on my shift for 3 days, the 3 days I was there, and I kept telling them, like, I'm not pumping. They would all tell me the same thing, like, they kept pushing and pushing me to breastfeed, you know. And I remember oh, 1 second, I don't want to miss this out. I finally got one nurse to come. I'm gonna go ahead and wet this. 1 second, you guys. Ew, my nose looks crazy. Alright, not to take this craziness away. But I finally did get one nurse when he came, and I was like, I explained to him what happened, and I was like, nothing's working. I've already tried the manual pumping. Like, can I just please? Like, I was really frustrated at that point. Like, I had to call him in. I did call in. I look so bad. I will fix this. Yeah. I did call, like, a whole bunch of times. I'm not even joking, on the phone also. Very, very frustrated, explaining to him, like, hey, I need at least a couple of formulas, you know, so I can at least feed her for a little bit. And like I just wanted to get home. Like I had already not seen my family. Like I was by myself. Like I felt like I just need to get home, get situated, and like get the breastfeeding done in my comfort zone, you know. Like I hadn't breastfed in a while. Like I was like I just didn't feel comfortable. I just wanted to get home and do my own breastfeeding, like when I was less stressed out, like with this crying baby. Like I wanted her to be comfortable in her own house. Like I was just trying to get formula, like just while I was there, like at least for a little bit while I get out. And they weren't budging. Like they were just like I felt like they kept pushing, like I said, for formula, like for me to formula feed. And I'm like, I know, like as her mom, like I know what this baby is crying for, and like they weren't listening. So this guy finally comes in, and he's like, all right, well he still kind of tried to push the same thing. He said, like, he gave me the whole explanation, and oh, I used the wrong one, damn it. And he's like, all right, well I'll bring you a little bit of the formula. And they did take forever. They did not bring it right away. It was already my second day there. It was very like in the night already. He didn't bring it until like a couple of hours later. No, till the next day actually, because I remember it was in the middle of the night, and I know you can't sleep with the babies with you, like in your bed. I was so exhausted, and she was not sleeping because I would breastfeed her, but she wasn't getting thin in. So as soon as I would put her down, she would cry. So she was already like very exhausted. I was exhausted. I wasn't getting no sleep. So I remember I fell asleep with her. And they came in and woke me up. They're like, you can't have her here. So I put her back down, and she was just crying and crying for like a whole like hour maybe. And I was very like, just like, why aren't they bringing me the milk like the guy already said? And I remember I had to phone them in the middle of the night. I had to phone them, and I was like, hey, can I get some formula? And the guy finally comes in. He's like, nothing. Like, oh, like he forgot to bring the formula, you know? And oh my god, I'm telling you guys, she slept so good throughout the night. That was the first night in the 2 days that I was there that she had finally slept. That she had finally slept without crying. She slept throughout the night. That was my first real good sleep. And it was because I kept pushing and I kept pushing, and you can tell they didn't want to bring it because the guy took forever. I had to go. I had to call them for them to actually bring it, and it was very, very exhausting. Like, I feel like breastfeeding your babies is amazing. You know, if you can do that, it's good. And that's what I was trying to do. Like, I was really gonna try with her, not formula feed her. I was gonna try since I wasn't able to with Noah. But with that experience, I feel like it stressed me out. It's like very, very, very bad. And I got home and I really, like, I was just relieved. Like, I was just, the third day after I got out, it was amazing because I was able to work with her and like my breastfeeding schedule and a little bit of formula. I was doing both, but yeah, that was my crazy experience with Malia. Um, she's still my crazy one that does not sleep throughout the night. Like my boys, they slept throughout the night. Like since we brought them home, and with her, we're still not even down to a set schedule. We were kind of getting there, and now we kind of reversed because she's waking up at 2, 3 in the morning, and she's starting her day. She's ready to start her day, and we're having to stay awake with her, and like she's not sleeping, so we it struggled because she's 7 months. She turned 7 months recently, and we still don't have a sleeping schedule down with her. Okay, you guys, I don't know how this looks on camera. My nose, look at that. It looks so orange. I swear in person, it does not, it does not look like this. I need to fix this. It does not look like this in person, I promise. I don't know why the camera's giving me, I feel like I have Squidward nose. Okay, there we go. There we go. I kind of fixed it a little bit. Let it sit there and bake. And that's what I have going on with my eyes. I know it looks crazy, but trust me, I am not done yet. Still gonna go in with a little bit of more dark green and really outline this wing I have going on. It's already contoured. Oh damn it, I need to clean this mess. And I put a little bit of, like I said, contour. I'm sorry you guys, I'm all over the place. I tend to talk and then I get lost in what I'm saying. I'm just like pretty sure you guys probably caught on by that by now. So while that bakes a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and probably put lashes on. Here we go. Yeah. No. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put lashes on. I think this will be better. More thinner brush. I am not a makeup artist, so if I'm doing something wrong or this is not how you do it, please do not judge me. This is just the way I do my makeup. I've never done anybody else's makeup, and I feel like I would love to practice on people, but I'm scared I'm gonna fuck it up. Like, I feel like I can do it on me, but when it comes to other people, I don't know if I can do it. I'm scared. Okay, there we go. A little bit of that lighter green more over here in the edges, like in the, I'm gonna put it right here in the corner. I am gonna go in with a darker green, kind of only in the end. I'm gonna put it over here. Oh, okay, not a lot, not a lot. Ugh, that got in my eyes. Alright, you guys, I am all done. No, halfway done with my eye look. I'm gonna put my eyelashes on off camera because I do struggle a little bit with that. But alright, you guys, I am back and I have my eyelashes. Ew, why did I say it like that? My eyelashes on. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some blush on. Let's see. Let's look at the picture again. Let's see. I can't really tell. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna go. Okay, so she does have more of like a cheeky, can you guys see? Like pink. Sorry, my phone's a mess because of all this powder. Like a pink blush. So I do want to kind of make it like as pink and bright as I can. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Let's see, where's my blush? Dang, okay, here we go. Okay, this might look scary. It's a really bright pink. Focusing it right here on my cheeks. You guys, this is turning out so much better than I expected. I saw this look in this video and I was like, I saw it literally last night and I was like, nope, I'm changing my video idea. I am going to do a green inspired look by his robe, by Bad Bunny's robe. So, and like her dress, oh my god, that yellow fluffy dress. Her nails are everything. Like, give me those nails. Those, what are, like, are they supposed to be crystal nails? Ice nails? I don't know, but they're fucking amazing. I'm sorry you guys for cussing. But yeah, I saw it and I was like, I have to, but I was a little bit scared starting the video. I was like like going in with the green. Like, I've never done, I have done like a green color, but it came out so bad. I looked like really bad. Like, and after that I've been scared of the green. I've been like, no, like I'm not gonna do bright colors. But this is coming out very nice. Wow, I feel like I need to start doing my makeup now with you guys because my makeup always comes better when I'm doing videos and when I'm just sitting there doing makeup to go out. A little bit of my nose. Alright, I'm gonna put a little bit of this Physicians Formula. It's a little bit not powder. Okay, a little bit of the nose. Oh, you guys see that? So pretty. On the cheeks, make them more pink because, you know, to look flirty and add a little bit of different color to the face. You see, my nose doesn't look that bad. I told you guys. It's like gonna even out. But let's see. What am I missing? Oh, okay. I wanted to add a little bit of yellow. You guys can see, inspired by Rosalia's dress because I do have the green, but I want to, like, this is not gonna be a video inspired look if I don't add a little bit of her in there. Like, you just have to. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this. Oh, I'm scared. This is, oh, this is like thick. Okay, I'm scared. Okay, I'm doing it with this tacky broken brush I have. I was gonna throw it away, but I was like, no, this is gonna come in hand one day, and it did. I'm scared. Sorry, that was really cringy. I'm sorry. This is okay. You guys, my camera said, ew, she's being weird. Cut her off. No, let's have her calm down and then shut down. No, I didn't have memory actually. So here we are, right when I was about to. Okay. Yeah, I'm scared. I can't even see over these big ass eyelashes. I'm just gonna put them like in little dots, you know? You guys see over the eyelash? You see? Just like a little. Wow, that actually looks really. This looks amazing. Okay, no. Let me see. It's nervous for no reason. Alright. I'm nervous. Okay, again. Another dot right here. Here. Sorry, guys. I'm like really concentrated right now. Alright, here. Why am I talking like that? Just 3, like that. Should I do 3 or 4? I feel like 4 to make it even, because then it's gonna bug me if I just do 3. I'm still in 3, going back to 2, and making it. Wow, amazing. I know you guys can't see nothing over these fucking... I'm sorry for cussing so much, but I know you guys can't see anything over these big ass eyelashes, but hold on. Bear with me. Oh, that came out nothing. I will show you guys when I am done. Just give me a second. How big ass bushes I have. Wow. So we are currently snowed in, and I have nothing better to do, you know, so I was like, might as well do my makeup at 11:34. So it's not like I'm going anywhere. I have nowhere to go. Okay, I don't know where it cut me off, but what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my god. What is... Sorry. Sorry. Are you okay? Do you need help?
Yes.
You need help? Oh, you okay? I was about to go help you. Yes, I was.
You're recording too? Why
Yeah.
you having two cameras?
Because I need to record your stupidities. Okay, where was I at? Oh yeah, my eyes. I'm done. Okay. We're gonna go back into the lips. She has like a really nice peachy lip color. This is coming along so good. My eyebrows actually don't look as crazy as what I started. This is like giving me, you know, middle school. She doesn't know how to do her eyebrows, getting made fun of because they're too dark vibes. You guys, this is it. I am all done with my look. Oh, should I like try to do my hair? Like, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed my little all over the place story time of my birth story with my babies. And this makeup, not a makeup tutorial, it's more like a get ready with me, inspired by Bad Bunny and Rosalia's new music video. My little green look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up in this video if you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys like this video, comment down below and I will do more looks, more inspired looks by other things. Comment down below what you would like to see more of this. And we will be uploading more vlogs, and sit down, get ready with me if you guys enjoyed this, like I already said 500 times. But yeah, I really like this look. It was a fun look. I'm so glad I went for it because green was like very nervous. But yeah, see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.